So he sent me out working. I had 19 counties I worked, and sent me out working. And excuse me. Uh, Actually, a year and 4 months went by before I got to go to the police academy. In the meantime, I was working undercover in a couple of strategic areas. They sent me to DeQueen, Arkansas, and they were after a girl that was selling methamphetamine to truck drivers. And she worked the midnight shift. I think it was 11 to 6 or something like that, overnight. And they said that they couldn't get anybody in there. And I said, all right. So he contacted the sheriff, and sheriff was tickled to death. Never met him, never got introduced, anything like that. So I went down there, and I was driving an old pickup truck. I got to pick out my vehicle to work when I was undercover, and I drove a lot of vehicles. And I picked out an old Toyota four-wheel drive, went down there, walked in the first night, met her, introduced myself, bought a couple of Mountain Dews. Went back the next night, bought another couple of Mountain Dews. She wasn't really inquisitive of who I was or what I was there for, or anything like that. And the third night, I thought, all right, I'm going to pick up the pace here and see what's what. So there's mowers mowing now. Anyhow, I went in on the third night. I had made a package that looked like methamphetamine out of a corner bag, put some powder in it, smashed it up, made it look like it had residue on it, like it's been in there for a while. I put it in some folding money in my top pocket. Walked in there, pulled out the top money, that fell out on the table as I was paying for more Mountain Dews. And I hit my hand over it, and I said, you didn't say a thing. And she's like, I didn't see anything. I said, well, good, because that's all I got, and I'm going to be down here for about 6-8 months. And she's like, oh, okay. And I went back the fourth night and went in and talked to her. I said, shit, I'm out. And I said, you know any hookups around here? And she's like, well, what do you want? And I said, I want an 8-ball, which is supposed to be 3.5 grams for $300. So I got that the fourth night. Called Tony the next day, told him what had happened. He was like, oh, that's great. The sheriff would be happy to hear about it. And so I went back the fourth night, and I went into her and I said, hey, I got a buddy that drives for Tyson's chicken trucks, and he's needing a little pick-me-up. So she's like, okay, how much do you want? And I said, well, I'd like to get another 8 because I can resell it in portions, and he wants an 8, so I need 2 8-balls. And she's like, okay. She went out to her car, came back in with a little brown bag, or white bag. It was like you get at the pharmacy. And she handed it to me. I looked in it. There's 2 8-balls in it. I paid her $600 and walked out and went to back to my motel. Got up next morning, called Tony. I said, well, I bought 2 more 8-balls last night. And he was just tickled to death. He called the sheriff of DeQueen, which is in, I can't remember the county now. But anyhow, he called the sheriff and told him what had happened and all that. And the sheriff was overjoyed. He said, that's all we need. No video, no audio, nothing, just my word. And so I left, and I ended up going back down there to work on a lawyer that was supposedly taking sex or drugs in as payment.